I think we should just start.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the second campus tour in Udubminecraft. My name is Yuansi. I am one of your tour guides today.
Hi, my name's Renee Diaz. I'm also one of your other tour guides today.
Yeah, before we start the tour, let us know if you can hear us in the chat. If you can hear us, please just say yes or thumbs up.
Just say anything.
Yeah, if you can hear us, just say anything.
You can say hello. How are you doing? How are you? Okay, awesome. You guys can hear us.
Great. Then let's get started. Just a bit of background about ourselves. My name is Yuansi. I am an industrial design senior at UW, and I come from Beijing, China, which is really far away from here. But I made it, yay!
Hi, everyone. My name's Renee Diaz. I am a third year at the university, double majoring in journalism and public health, and I'm from Yakima, Washington, but I currently live in Seattle. So yeah, we're really excited to show you Minecraft campus.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever been to UW campus when you were in high school, getting a tour from one of our people. We used to lead tours on campus, but because of COVID-19, we couldn't do that anymore, which is kind of sad. But good news is a group of passionate students at UW rebuilt the entire campus, including the surrounding neighborhoods in Minecraft. That's how we are able to do it right here today. So a huge shout out to the Minecraft team at UW. And also just a little bit of background of what we're going to do today. It is not going to be heavily academic. It's going to be really casual. Rita and I will be kind of doing like a more podcast style of walkthrough of UW. This is also one of our first times exploring the server, just like some of you guys. So why don't we dive in and start to explore the campus? All right.
Awesome.
Wow, where are we now? It looks like we are at Rainier Vista and heading to Red Square. Have you guys been on campus before, or where are you guys now?
I don't think we can see they can see the server yet.
Oh, wait. I think I'm a little ahead of you guys, maybe?
Okay, I can see it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, let me know in the chat if you guys been on campus before or even now. Have you guys moved into your residence halls yet? Are you studying from home this fall quarter? Like me, I'm in my home in West Seattle, which is kind of like 45 minutes from campus, but still in the Seattle area. Like the weather today in Seattle is really nice.
The weather today is beautiful. I live like about like a 10-minute walk from campus, and it's very nice out. I was out walking at the quad earlier, and then there was like people. They were all wearing masks, but they're all like in little pods, which was nice to see that people are out doing, things outside, which is always good. So take advantage of the sunlight, especially if you live in Seattle.
Yeah, and I walked my dog today to the beach, and my dog didn't want to come home because the weather was so nice, and I didn't want to come home because the weather was so nice. Sadly, the summer has officially gone by, and the rain season is coming. I don't know if you guys have stored enough sweaters. Hopefully there's some UW swags in there, like UW sweaters and hoodies. We gotta make you warm this winter.
I've not been and I've stayed at home for nice.
All right, so we're walking on Red Square. Wow, the Red Square looks a little crazy right now. I've never seen Red Square so pretty like this before. So for those who haven't been on campus before, Red Square is like this central plaza of the campus. We call the Red Square as a Russian joke. Well, I'm just joking. It's called Red Square because all the bricks on the plaza are red bricks, and they're very slippery when it rains. So don't skateboard when it rains. It's a hazard, but people still do that because it's really cool, I guess. So Renee, what are these booths on Red Square right now? What's going on?
So right now, what's going on? There is a RSO fair, and so for those of you guys who don't know what RSO means, it's Registered Student Organization. So basically, fancy word for clubs. This is what UW looks like on our RSO fair, except we don't have extravagant booths for each club. I wish we did. That would be super cool. But yeah, so basically, as a student, you would go and walk around and you would see all the clubs that UW has to offer. Also, they have all of the names of clubs online. So, since like we can't see these in person, definitely checking the RSO website to see all of these clubs. But at the UW, we have over 1,000 clubs now. And so, like I said, there are multiple ways to get involved. Lots of clubs are having Zoom meetings. For example, my friend, she is a part of UW Stage Notes, which is like a singing theater group on campus, and they had like 70 people join the Zoom meeting. And so, definitely checking that out or checking out different clubs and going on um, those servers and going on those meetings will really help you to meet people, especially during this time. So just take advantage of being able to go in meetings in your sweats and not leaving from your house. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and being a freshman, joining those RSOs is a really good chance, opportunity to meet people and make friends that have same interests with you. For example, when I was a freshman, I thought I was really into skiing because I grew up skiing in my hometown, which is not very famous for skiing. So I came here and joined this club called Husky Winter Sports. There were lots of big buff guys with long beard and girls who wear like outdoorsy stuff all the time. And they said, if you join the club, we can get you ski for free. And that was huge because lift tickets in Seattle are not cheap. So I joined them, and then I learned that if I were to ski with them, I gotta teach little kids how to ski. Then I'm like, okay, I guess I could because I was good at skiing. Well, just so you know, my standard of being good at skiing is probably not dying on the slope, which is very different from what their standard was. So I joined the club, got really hyped, went on their test with them my first winter quarter, and then in my first trial, I had a collision with a snowboarder from a different side of the hill, and then I blacked out. So guys, it's important to have accurate self-assessment of your skill sets of doing something. But it was a really fun experience because everybody in the club was super chill and they know a lot of life hacks, like how to survive in the snow without your pants on.
Also, with like joining clubs, it's like if in high school you have very limited option, and in college you have like more to pick from, especially, and like each year you can always get involved. Like I said, you don't have to just like be a freshman. That's not the only time you can join clubs. And you can always try new things. So definitely, like, no matter what year are you, also comment what year you are. um, and any I keep finding, like, each year I'm finding new things. So definitely, like I said, check out the serving site area, especially the RSOs, and like take some time to like on your own time to look around and see what they have to offer.
Yeah, and at UW there are more than 1,000 clubs on campus, so whatever you want to do, there might be already a group of people doing it. It never hurt to and join them. There's some really interesting. I think I just got into something. Let me get out. What happened? Jesus Christ.
One of you is much louder than the other. Do you know
I
who
don't
it
know.
is, Connor?
I don't. Let me shake on a little bit. Is it better? I don't know where I am right now. There's. I think somebody teleported me. Oh, I think my Minecraft just restarted for some reason. What about now? Are we better now?
So, hmm.
Oh, I think. And my Minecraft server is freaking out a little bit. Maybe because it recognized that I'm not a true player. I mean, gamer. I'm just. And the server. Where am I? Okay, I'm a little bit confused right now. But where were we before clubs? I think. Oh, God. I just went to UC Berkeley. Hi, guys. Welcome to UC Berkeley. It's a really good school in California and looks very different. Okay, can anyone tell me how I can go back to UW? I need to come back to show our new students the campus instead of showing them the UC Berkeley campus. Wait, I think I'm back. Um,
I don't think you're back. Yeah.
where am I? Where am I? Okay, guys, I need to pause and then get some tech help, please.
Comment what major you're interested slash if you're involved in any other clubs on campus. We would like to hear from you guys. I can talk a little bit about what clubs I'm interested or I'm a part of while you figure this out. Um, but I am a part of the Husky Marching Band at the university, so I play at game days. I play the tenor saxophone, so on game days I play with the band in Husky Stadium. We're not really doing that right now just because of COVID, but that's something I've done since last year. I also started UW Pen Pals, if anyone knows what that is. It's this letter writing service um, where we pair people to write letters to one another to support the U.S. Postal Service. And so that has been really fun. We're trying to do more projects later on with different schools and different organizations. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you are interested. Connors in film education or writing major you don't know yet. And that's okay if you don't know your major yet. Like one thing I definitely tell students when they're going through UW in general. Um, don't expect to know 100% what you're doing your first day of school.
Yep,
That was a hella.
yeah, like living in Seattle, you will hear a lot of airplanes. I think I'm back at UW. Do you guys see me back at UW campus?
Not yet.
Okay.
But like I said, don't expect to know what you're doing. 100% know what you're doing. It's okay if you want to change your mind. Um, that's perfectly normal. So, my biggest advice is if you do not know what you want to study, take a wide range of classes your first year. So, take some STEM classes, take some art classes, take some liberal arts classes, diversify your load. And then once something clicks with you and sticks to you, you'll be able to go from there. What helped me was asking the question, what interests me the most, or what am I most interested about the world, and how can you answer that question?
Yep.
Um,
Usually, most UW programs are 2 to 3 years, so you totally can use your freshman year to take whatever class you're interested in. Like when I was a freshman, I had no idea what I wanted to study. I thought I might be interested in archaeology because I love watching those BBC movie documentaries about digging up ancient Egyptian stuff. And I thought I may be interested in literature because I really love reading Jane Austen. So I took a class about Jane Austen. I took archaeology classes, anthropology classes. But then suddenly I took this class in design and I totally fell in love and ditched all the other passions. I didn't really ditch them. I still study anthropology till this day, but design had been my biggest passion since then. Just go have some fun, take classes with your friends, take classes that interest you, not what you want to make money out of, and you might be surprised. Right now, we are walking towards the quad from Red Square. For those who haven't been on campus, the quad is actually my favorite spot on campus because in springtime, the cherry trees are having full bloom and the entire quad is kind of pink and whitish, super dreamy. It feels like in a fairy tale, except there are tons of tourists there with you. And Renee, can you tell us what do you usually see on the quad when it's really nice outside?
so, like today, when I went on my walk, the quad usually is a really nice place to be in, especially if you want to get work done for all of you guys who are in the Seattle area. But the quad basically has the trees. This is where the liberal arts quadrangle is at. But no one calls it the liberal arts quadrangle. They just call it the quad. We like to shorten all of our words here. But basically, it's just a space where you can go outside. There's lots of field, lots of grass out here in many parts of campus. So if you specifically don't want to go to the quad, you can go other places. However, quad is one of the most popular places, and we have all the cherry trees. UW is also well known for our cherry trees, like we said before, but in the springtime especially, this is where people like to get those professional pictures done or wedding pictures. Gender reveals are everything happens at the quad, weddings, you name it. One of my favorite things about being at the quad is like seeing people's dogs, especially during the springtime. um, and just seeing like people around, even though right now you can't really see people. But when I went to the quad today, everyone was in their little pods and seeing their friends. So if you like yourself want to go out to the quad on a nice day and be by yourself, it's a perfect place to do that. I did that earlier today with my laptop because the Wi-Fi reaches out. Um, all across campus, so you can take your computer out and still do work. And so that's what I did today, and I appreciated the quad and all of its beauty. So definitely take
Yay!
advantage of going outside.
Yay! And I stopped at my favorite cherry trees on campus. I had a really funny story with this tree. So, aside from streaming Minecraft and doing tours, I am a photographer. And I really love doing still lifes. So, every spring I try to like fight those tourists with their super huge DSLRs to get a close shot of the cherry blossom. However, as a 5'1" tiny girl, it was kind of hard to reach the branches because they were like at least 6 foot tall. So in my sophomore year, I got kind of smart and I brought a ladder with me. So I was standing on a ladder, taking a really close shot of some cherry blossom petals, and then the next day, my friend found me on Seattle Times. It was a glory moment of my life, seeing myself holding a camera and being captured by another photographer and being on the local newspaper that nobody really cared about. It's kind of awesome. So I would say anything could happen on UW campus and you never know what's next. Yeah, and at the end of the quad, okay, it looks like it's sky, but there are actually two really beautiful buildings. And one is called the art building, the other one is called the music building. And there's this secret spot in the art building that Renee and I both love. Renee, do you want to talk about Parn?
Yeah, so one of my favorite secret places, you guys are getting the scoop on where to get coffee or tea. Um, so I know so many places to get coffee, but place to go is Parnassus, which is in the art building, which is in the quad. And so Parnassus is on the basement, and it's perfect place to like go study. So when things open up, definitely go to Parnassus because there won't be a lot of people, and they have the best apple fritters. It is a good breakfast. Also, you can get tea or coffee, whatever you so choose, in Parnassus. And so when you wait for coffee, there's these two books, and they both started as blank books, and then people eventually over time like drew on them, and it became a collective like art book that people would work on while they're waiting for coffee. And so they're one of my favorite things that I've seen is that they use like coffee stains and they made like a person or like a figurine out of it. So that's one of my favorite hidden gems, especially there, or the Henry Art Gallery Cafe. That's my other favorite place to go. In their basement, I don't know why art places have their coffee places in basements, but Henry Art Gallery also has their coffee place in the basement. And as a student, you can go in there for free and see the artwork. So it's also a good, nice, study place on campus if you
Yep,
don't want to wait in a long Starbucks line.
yep, I just teleported us to the Henry Art Gallery. I'm glad that we don't have to walk across the entire quad and the entire red square to come to the gallery because, haha, we're in Minecraft. Yeah, it looks like a gallery from the outside and it looks like a gallery from the inside, but the cafe is really cozy, sweet gem, and they also have really nice sandwiches if you're ever hungry walking through the West Campus Bridge.
I have Italian Red Bulls. Those are nice if you need energy. Red Bulls are bad for you. Don't drink them. Don't like drink more than two a day. Don't even drink one a day. I only drink those in an emergency. If I am like, I only go those when I like seriously need help, pulled an all nighter. I just need like someone, basically like a kick or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, Italian Red
And
Bulls only on emergencies only.
yeah, and usually during the dog days in the past, there are like Monsters booth. They just give out free energy drink all the time. And never took them because I know my stomach can't really handle it. And I'd be too pumped for the entire night.
Coffee already gets me crazy.
I know. I'm more like a tea person. Like I love
Me
chai too
too.
much.
Yeah, chai is good. I love chai tea.
Hmm.
Can
Yeah,
I get a
right
chai
now.
tea after this?
Right now, I'm just taking you guys to walk through the West Campus Bridge and into the West Campus area. Um, any of you guys live on campus now or in the future? So at UW, there are these two main residence areas. One is right here, West Campus, and the other one is North Campus, where we'll um, probably teleport ourselves to just in a minute. Renee, did you live on West Campus your freshman year?
Um, I lived in it technically for like a week, but not for long. However, it was like a nice experience that I had. Like I really liked my roommate, and I met people through the different um, things that they would have for like get-togethers that they would have. I remember once during like Halloween in October, they had like a carving pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
um, event, and so I went and carved pumpkins, and so that was fun. And um, they also had movie nights a bit, and so yeah, the dorms were basically really fun when I was in them for a little while. I just moved out because I had a better living option elsewhere, so then I moved out. It wasn't anything like, oh, I hated the living in the dorms. The dorms were fine. I just, wanted my own room.
Yeah, of course.
um,
Yeah, so West Campus is an area that full of modern dorm buildings. You can have apartment style where you can have a studio apartment, or you have a four or like even I guess 6 bedrooms, but you guys have your own bedroom, but you just share bathroom and the common area like the kitchen. And they're also like more traditional dorms, like 2 person or three, double and triples. And usually, when you're on a floor and there's in residence resident assistant, and they are upperclassmen and super nice, helping to organize lots of fun events. Actually, right now, my roommate, she used to be an RA, and she loved taking her residents to go onto the Ave and explore. The Ave is the street that I'm walking on right now. The official name is called the University Way, but we just call it the Ave. This is Wells Fargo, a bank that got robbed super often, so I never go there. It seems pretty sketchy, and there are tons of cheap and nice restaurants on the Ave. Oh, I mean, I already miss it. I moved out of U District a month ago, and I went back a couple times for food. It was like almost an hour drive for me, but I still went anyways. One of
I'm gonna.
the
I'm good. Sorry.
I was just gonna
Sorry.
say, what's your favorite restaurant, Renee?
I was about to say after this, I'm gonna get food, and I've been debating about what I want to get. So you guys are gonna hear me debate out loud what I want on the app. I really like BB's. BB's is one of my favorite places. It's
Mm-hmm.
teriyaki. It's on the southern part of the avenue. It's really good teriyaki, and just all around good food. So it's either BB's, and maybe you guys can help me decide. So there's BB's, which is teriyaki, and so if you haven't been there, go there. I want to go to Ku Sushi, which is like north of the Ave, and basically they have sushi there, and it's really good. They have a wide variety to pick from. That is my other go-to place. Um, I mainly when I want to go to the Ave, I like getting coffee um, or tea. Um, Favorite place to go get tea is Tea Republic, which is on the avenue. Um, the lighting is really nice, and they give you your tea in a little teacup, like an actual tea cup, and then you pour it for yourself. And it's just absolutely the best place. And they have a wide diversity of tea. Oh, there's so many places. I'm just hungry. I'm getting hungrier and hungrier the more that I'm talking.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'm actually making beef stew in my Instant Pot right now, and before starting this stream, I just put like some potatoes and carrots and onions in there, and after the stream, I'm just gonna go straight downstairs and eat it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys should comment what kinds of foods you guys like, and then
yeah.
I can probably
Help you
like
guys figure
be like,
out some
"Oh, this
restaurants
is
up.
what you
Yeah.
want."
Yeah.
And I can definitely 100% tell you coffee and um tea places
Yep, I
for
pretty
sure.
much know all the Asian food on the Yav because that's in my blood. I think my blood is made of rice. That's it. I'm
Yeah.
not joking. Never mind. Renee, I would say you might want to go to Ku Sushi today
Who?
because their rolls are
Or
so
pho.
good and all the rolls are half price. I feel like they should sponsor
Yeah.
us. We're like doing a podcast by the
Places to get pho. Um, places to get pho. I'm
Pho.
trying to think. Yeah.
Um,
Uh, I-
you can go to Pho Shizzle.
yeah, faux shizzle. Why did I forget about faux shizzle? How could I forget about faux shizzle? Faux shizzle is really good. Um, also, Tiger Room's really good for Thai food.
Oh,
I
Thai
love
Tom. I feel like
Thai Tom is good too. Thai Tom is a chef's kiss. Ice cream. Ice cream. Go to Sweet Alchemy. Sweet Alchemy is my favorite place to go.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay,
now.
great. Yeah.
Okay. I
I'm
was like,
using a pretty old headphones and it just needs some, you know, boost from time to time or some encouragement. Be like, hey, buddy, I know you want to go to bed, but it's 4:30.
um, for Connor who said ice cream. I really like Full Tilt. Full Tilt is really good. They give free stickers, and Sweet Alchemy is really good too. It's kind of more expensive, but it's really good. If you on the ground, they have a bunch of pennies, and that's like what the floor looks like. It is one of my favorite places. Um, but if you want a nice tub of ice cream, honestly, I like going to Safeway and I like getting the Talenti gelato,
Ooh, yeah, Talenti's
blackberry,
the best.
blackberry, and chocolate chip. That is the best, hands down, ice cream in the entire world. But those are other good places to get ice cream as
I
well.
like the pistachio flavor from Talenti at Safeway, but you
Yeah.
kind of they don't have it all the time. It's kind of like you
What
need to have
is
some
the
luck.
price?
But they always have the
What
mint one. Don't mistake
the
them. They look the same.
price at Sweet Alchemy? So, the price, I just remember that the ice cream there is so good, very very good. If you want to treat yourself, if you want to treat yourself one day, go to Sweet Alchemy. But their bowls are a lot smaller for the price. It's like I think like $5, 4.25, but for like a tiny bowl. And then you could go to Full Tilt and get like a larger portion for the same price. So Sweet Alchemy is like really, really good. It's just that their servings are a lot smaller.
Yeah, and speaking of ice cream, I think the most famous one around UW
Pizza
is Amali
places.
Moon in U Village. So U Village is like a shopping mall area that's sort of behind North Campus of UW. I just teleported. As to U Village, it looks. I don't think they've finished building it, but I think that's Starbucks. And sort of at the beginning part of U Village, there's Molly and Moon. Let's see if Molly and Moon is on the server.
Lily, pizza places. There's a couple, but not. If you're 21, you can go to this place called Supreme, which is northern part of the avenue. I'm not 21 yet. I'm 20, and so they won't. It's weird. It's like a pizza bar, but I'm like, I just want the pizza, man. Like I just want the pizza, and so there's pizza there, but Domino's has really good deals, which is close to the Ave. It's on Broadway, and you can get like a two medium pizzas for $7.99, or you can get like the three each $7.99, which is really nice if you want to split with someone. That's what I do. So my roommate and I will split the pizza cost, so it'll be like $14.
And for
Pay seven
for
ninety
those
nine.
who like live on campus and have a dining plan, like have a meal plan, you can just go to Pagliacci. They have a couple stores on campus within the dining halls, like Center Table, Local Point, and the Hub, Husky Union Building. I don't know why it keeps
Yeah.
teleport.
But yeah, you can get like a variety of choices from pizza there or Mod. But there's not a lot of pizza places on the Ave, unfortunately. And pizza's my favorite food. Yeah, there's also Mod Pizza. It's a good place. In
Renee, where should we go next? Should we stay on the app or go somewhere else?
I thought we are in Uville. Are we on the Ave still? Oh,
Yeah,
we are on the
we're
Ave.
back on
That's
the
like
app.
the Wells Fargo. Um, we could look at libraries.
Oh yeah, why not?
Libraries.
Actually, library was the reason why I came to UW. So when I was in high school, and the server is not really helping me. Let me give it another go. Okay, I need to restart my server, sorry. I will be right back. In the meantime, yeah, so when I was in high school, I was like 15,000 miles away, couldn't come visit the campus like you guys. And one thing that I could do is to search it on Google. And because I'm a very visual person, so I just went to Google Image, UW, and then I fell in love with the Suslo library immediately. Why is my teleporting not working?
Quick answer to your Italian restaurant places. There's only like in Uville. There's one kind really far up the Ave, but I don't know the name of it. I would like if anyone knows of Italian places, please put that in the comment box. But I love a good fettuccine alfredo. I have not found a good place yet though.
If you want a good pasta and don't want to go off campus, my favorite pasta place is in Packard Hall called Orange Place. It's a small cafeteria and they have like build your own pasta. You just tell them what sauce you want and what topping you want, and that was like one of my favorite food when I was on campus.
Yeah. They're closed though, so you can't go there.
True.
I would have said that. Yeah.
Maybe make your own pasta.
Trader Joe's is close to the Ave, and so they have good you like boil the pasta, microwavable / like end of cook, but it's still good. So Trader Joe's is your friend.
Yeah, I
and
love
it's close
Trader Joe's.
to Ave.
They have really cheap avocados if you're into avocados. And they have, I really like their cheese puffs. It's like Cheetos but with white cheddar and way healthier. I can't really say that, but it is less salty but more tasty.
Pretty Italian. I take a bus stop.
Oh, Where did you go for
So
Italian food then?
I would like to know,
Yeah,
please, so I can get it.
I'm kind of in
So
the
maybe
South
that's where
right
I'll
now.
go to. Um,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the Chicago dip dish pizza was pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, that's in Uville. That is called. I can look up the name right now.
Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it was pretty similar to the one that I had in Chicago that I waited in line for an hour. And I was a little disappointed because it tastes like the one in Uville. So if you want some Chicago style pizza, you don't need to go there, just go to Uville and you have something pretty similar. And right now we're standing in front of my favorite library called Suzalo Library. My favorite part of it is it looks like a magical place. So as we're walking into it, you will see it becomes kind of spooky and mysterious. And then to our left and right are grand stairs. You see lots of wedding photos, senior portraits, or just general tourism photos happening here all the time. There will be people refusing to leave the stairs upon your request. Just get used to it. That's gonna be in your next 4 years of time at UW. And now we're entering the Suzalo reading room, and we jokingly call it the Harry Potter reading room because it looks like the dining hall in Harry Potter where all the grades were revealed. But here it's just a quiet space for students to study. Although the candles cannot float, they're mounted on the ceiling, but they did bring a sense of, I don't know, it just makes me always look up at it and wonder about weird things. I would say inspiring. And before I came to UW, I told my parents I want to come to UW because I want to stay at this library and read books for 4 years. And ironically, I never get to finish a single book in this reading room because it was too pretty and it kept distracting me from whatever I'm reading, either like a paper, a book, or my homework. I just start looking around at the stained glass window, the sculptures on top of the bookshelf, the collection on the shelves, even the lamps built in those desks, and people studying around me, and mostly the tourists that wouldn't leave the reading room, and hearing the click of shutter. I guess, like, if you want something nice, something unexpected usually come with it, and it's a package you have to take both.
Unrelated. Can we access Minecraft?
Yeah, of course. You can totally access the Minecraft server if you have a Minecraft account. Unfortunately, the account is not free, but if you do have a Minecraft account, you can go to www.udubminecraft.com, and the UW Minecraft team, they have a full tutorial on how to hop on the server, and they even like show you how you find some nice shaders to make it look even prettier. Let me type in the chat. Yeah. And then you can join the server, and there's a Discord chat you can join called UW Minecraft. And I think there are already thousands of people on here, and there are sub servers and chats that like give you tutorials of how to navigate the server. Yeah, so for whatever we can't cover today, feel free to hop on the server yourself and explore the rest of UW, which is huge. All right, Renee, do you want to go to your favorite library now?
Yeah, I have two favorite libraries, but I think if we have time, we'll go to both. But I really like law library, because law library has really large desks. And one thing that I just like, not the biggest fan of OD don't get me wrong. I love 24 hours and being able to use the computers and whatnot. And I also just like don't want to run into people all the time when I just want to be in my sweats and study. So I like going to law library because of all of the natural sunlight that comes in, because they have sunroofs and natural light pours in, which is best for studying, in my opinion. And also, they have large desks. And so I can easily spread out all my stuff and not be near other people. Before COVID, I was always like super conscious of being around people in general. But the bottom floor, all the natural, like I said, natural sunlight peers into the bottom level, and the desks are pretty spread out. And so you never have an issue finding a place to sit versus an Odegaard or Suzalo. You'll be walking around for a couple of minutes and then you'll try to find a place to sit. And or in Suzalo, it's just too quiet and you'll drop your hydro flask and then everyone will turn around and be like, what was that? You know, and I don't want to deal with that social pressure. So I like going to law library. When it opens up, definitely check it out. And it's not closed off to only law students. Anyone can go in here. They just have like the top part reserved for law students. But like I said, it's my favorite library. Also, it's closer to where I live. My goodness, that's a loud helicopter. Um, it's close to the avenue. So what my day to day like study routine looks like is that I'll either grab coffee at Parnassus or somewhere on the Ave. Like I like going to Cafe on the Ave or Breckin Baguette or Tea Republic, and then I'll come here and I'll study for the rest of the day, and then I might go to the IMA after and work out. So that's what my day looks like after I have school.
Oh, speaking of IMA, that was one of my favorite places to go because there's a indoor climbing gym. Let's see if we can see it.
So much. What is Hadamero restaurant? But just to eat. But if you have a free day to eat, I'm gonna go to this Italian restaurant.
I think so too.
I
Thanks for
love
recommendation.
fettuccine alfredo. Love it. I'm a big fan of Olive Garden, even though that's not real Italian food. I love the fettuccine alfredo there. Like I said, not real Italian food, but I will go to this new restaurant and check it out.
Unfortunately, I don't think the interior of the Minecraft of the IMA has been built, but we can totally tell you about what it's like on the inside. So in the IMA, it's like a gym that can host a couple hundred students to exercise at one time. It might sound scary for now, but it was totally normal before COVID. A couple of things I like to do here was swimming, rock climbing, bouldering, and playing badminton and ping pong. I think I also did some dance classes. So they are classes like yoga, Zumba, hip hop dancing, and it's usually pretty cheap, like $40 or $60 a whole quarter. You come here once or even twice a week, and the instructors are usually like students themselves, but are really good at like one type of exercise.
That's for
Oh
yeah,
god, my headphones freaking out.
and that's for the classes. So like if you wanted a class, you would have to pay extra for that, like 40 or 60. However, going to the IMA is included in your tuition.
Woo!
So
So you already
they
paid for it. Why not
I
go
already
there?
paid for it. To take advantage of that resource, I know that you can go to the IMA. Like I said, COVID with everything going on, you would have to make a scheduled appointment to go, and then you can use the gym. I really don't specifically know how that works because I have not been there. But a good alternative to that, if you are near campus, going on runs on campus, especially like right now is a really nice time to go. Um, or like finding different running trails. Like there's the Burke Gilman Trail that's by the IMA,
It's right
that goes,
here. I'm right
yeah,
above it.
which is also a really nice place to go running or bicycling for those you bikers out there. And the Burke Gilman Trail eventually leads to Gasworks. So if you're a runner like me, definitely running, taking new routes is always a good time versus being on a treadmill for a while.
Yeah, I found being on the treadmill give me like motion sickness sometimes. So I used to live on North Campus, and I would run from my dorm to Gasworks every other day, and it's like 5 miles round trip, and it was really fun. And by the time I go to Gasworks, it's like sunset time, and it's southwest facing, and usually in springtime the sunsets are really good. Yeah. I think we're kind of at the end of our session today. Are there any places that you're excited about UW you want to learn more about? Or do you have any questions for me and Renee? Um,
As you can see, I'm very knowledgeable in food, but I am knowledgeable in other things as well.
yep.
Just, where you spend a lot of time, and I spend a lot of time eating. So
Yeah.
I haven't decided where I'm going yet. We'll see.
I think you should go to Ku Sushi. That's like my favorite Japanese restaurant they have, and is the cheapest probably.
Yeah. True, 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 true. Maybe I'll go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where my life takes me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost at your favorite stop on campus, which is blocked out. Do you want to give us a little story about this weird shaped
Yeah.
monument?
Yeah, I can talk about Blocked Out really quickly. So basically, Blocked Out is this monument that was built back in 2005 by these students who were walking around, and they basically realized that there wasn't a monument on campus that represented diversity as a whole, and there were monuments that represented controversial things and things that they didn't want it to speak for the university itself. So they decided to build Blocked Out, and so can't really tell from this point of view or from looking at it if you know what it looks like and if you've seen it in person. But from a bird's eye point of view, it's a shape of an ear, and the shape of an ear, it's a bench, and so you could sit on it as well. And Blocked Out, there is three pieces to it. There is a block, so imagine this block, and it's a podium, and there are two footprints on top of it, and then behind the podium there is grass, and the grass is in the shape of waves, and then you have the bench. And so metaphorically, the ear symbolizes the administration at the University of Washington, and the block represents anyone on campus. It could be any person, literally anyone, no matter your ethnicity, your gender, your sexuality, no matter who you are, you can stand on top of this block and face the ear of administration, and then your voice will create a ripple of change, and the ear will be able to hear you. Um, but so basically, this monument is to represent diversity and freedom of speech on campus and give space to those minority groups and closed off groups and giving them a voice to speak. And so, especially like if you have the chance, like definitely check this out, stand on top of it. Um, this monument, with all that's going on with Black Lives Matter and everything, and being in this world that we're in, not being able to communicate with one another, it's very important to recognize that being at this university, like you have the right to like speak your mind and on Zoom in your classes with people you live with, no matter who you are. And we want to make sure that the University of Washington is an inclusive place to be. And so this monument brought different organizations such as OMAD, which is Office of Minority Affairs, which is in Mary Gates Hall. If you need advising and help, that resources there for minority students for them to be able to gain those resources. Also, there's the Multicultural Center, which is a really awesome building where multicultural groups gather and they have meetings and they throw events to like share their culture. And so multiple things about OMAD and obviously minority affairs. But now that we're running out of time, I would love to keep going, but that's a little snippet of what that is.
Another day, we'll definitely have more time to talk about more about diversity on campus and the resources you can take advantage of as a UW student.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we bring you guys to a secret garden at UW that we usually end our actual tours at Sylvan Grove. Let me teleport just to save myself some feet.
I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. If you want groceries, there's this place in Roosevelt. You would have to take a bus or a car, but it's really close to campus, like in the sense of like driving. I've ran there and walk there, but they have really inexpensive produce. It's like a farmer's market stand. It's called Sunrise Produce, and they have very inexpensive and good quality produce. So you don't like have to go to QFC because QFC can get really expensive if you're cooking for yourself. And Safeway, like both are very expensive for, in my opinion, from someone who likes to cook and I like getting good quality food. Um,
I passed by that
Sunrise
place
Produce.
so many times, but I never went there, and now I regret not going there.
Sunrise Produce. Do not get your groceries anywhere else. Like go to QFC to get your like cereal, whatnot. But like produce, go to Sunrise because their avocados are like 49 cents each, and it's
What?
not. Yeah, and their
Okay, I need to
avocados are.
drive all the way there to get those avocados. I love
Yeah, but
avocados.
don't tell other people. This is
Okay,
our secret because
okay,
if too many
I'll
people
keep it.
go,
I'll keep it. Your secret's
yeah.
safe with me.
So if too many people go, it'll be expensive. So us
Yeah.
16, we
Yeah,
keep this
when you
between
guys
us.
go there, like don't go there all at one time. Go there like one after another. Like don't tell
I'll
them they
catch
told you to
on.
go there. Just pretend you found out about it by accident.
I'll catch on.
Yeah, and like act all casual. Don't buy all the avocados. Save some for me, please.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
now
they
we're
have.
now we're at Sylvan Grove. This place, I don't think they put it on the map on the server, so it's still secret, but I'm glad they built it. So now you can see there are 4 pillars in the garden, and from left to right, they stand for life. Um, oh god, what is life? La 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 L.
Loyalty,
Yeah,
industry,
I'm
faith,
sorry.
and efficiency.
Alright, I feel like I'm glad my
Okay.
supervisor's not here. She's gonna fire me for forgetting the meaning behind the 4 pillars. Yeah, so loyalty, industry, faith, and efficiency are the 4 core values of University of Washington. As UW tradition, at your new student orientation, usually happen on campus, but this year is virtual. And you will be asked to touch the column that you resonate the most with. And 4 years later, on your way to Husky Stadium to your commencement, you will touch the same column to finish your education here at UW. I wonder which pillar would you guys touch? Feel free to tell us in the comments and virtually touch it in Minecraft.
You're not supposed to touch it after, like, you only touch it once
No, we touched
at
it
your freshman year.
twice. Yeah,
You
that's
only
right.
touch it once your freshman year, but if you touch it in between, like before you graduate, it's like bad luck.
Oh yeah,
So
don't
don't
touch
touch
it.
it after.
Mm-mm.
No, no touch. No, none of that. None of that. You'll touch it when you graduate.
Yeah,
After.
yeah. Save the power touch for the before you get out of U district. It's a source of
I appreciate the
celebration.
secret is safe.
Yeah,
Efficiency. I need that.
nice.
Same. I need the efficiency. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I picked faith my freshman year. I picked faith because this sounds really cheesy, but I picked faith because I was like, I want to be true to myself and like be have the same motivation I did my freshman year. And we're trying, we're hanging in there. But well, yeah, I faith the different pillars. I feel like they all mean different things. Like to me, loyalty is like loyalty to your school, like to yourself, and like going to games. And then if industry is like the opportunity that Seattle brings, and UW campus and UW brings as a whole, and like faith is like that you're able to like get through college, I guess. And then efficiency is like how you do it. Um, and I that like I said, whoever said I need that too. I'm so lazy and I need to be efficient. And
I need to bring my dog and let him touch the efficiency one. He's been
I
really
haven't been
lazy
on
today. Like
campus
he
yet.
slept
Lily, you
all
will
day.
one day. Lily, one day you will be on
Yeah, school
campus,
starts in 2 days.
and then Sunrise Produce, like all these places, you'll have a lot to do. And yeah, for those of you guys who aren't on campus, like taking advantage, like I said, of going outside, and because like it's gonna get cold pretty soon and winter's coming. So enjoy this nice fall that you guys have, especially if you live in Washington. Take
Yeah,
advantage of that.
and it's exciting that the first day of school is gonna start in 2 days. Are you guys ready? I mean, I'm not ready. I'm like, I want the summer to last longer, but time doesn't go backwards, and the decisions we make won't go back either. So you're here at UW and enjoy your college. It's gonna be fun if you make it fun. And Renee, do you have any last moment you want to tell them?
No, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. Um, Sorry if you kept hearing helicopters. I just was outside, and I like to be outside, rather inside. So, like I said, thank you so much. And if you guys still would like to reach out to us or to have any questions, if you visit the UW Visit site, there's a site with the tour guides, and so you can just look either of our names up, and that you can email us,
Yep.
and we can answer back.
We'll make
So
ourselves
yeah,
available for you. And I know you guys are probably on Yammer already, so we're there too. Just shoot us a private message if you need more food recommendation. We'd love to tell you
hmm
all the goodies on the app and how to survive the next 4 years without eating the same thing over and over again.
yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for
Have
joining
a
us.
good day. I'm going to go get food on the app now.
All right, I'm going to get my beef stew from my Instant Pot. All right, guys, have a good evening. Go get some food and enjoy your college life. That starts very, very soon.